I wish every day, people over the years have accused me of exaggerating or fear-mongering, and occasionally I may exaggerate something. Occasionally I may, inadvertently be fear-mongering. It's true, because reality is pretty darn crazy. But 9 times out of 10 or more, it's worse than what I've said. In fact, a lot of times I don't even tell you what I really think, just because I think people can't handle it. But somebody's got to face these people. And I'm not talking about just me. I mean, do you get in the ditch and wait for the wolves to come, or do you get together and do something about it? And it starts with, a lot of times I'll see police at the mall, or I'll see them somewhere and they look completely bored, but still kind of in on the power trip of staring at everybody. I'll walk over and go, hey, how do you like what's going on in America? And I'll start bringing up real issues to them, because we've got to reach out to these people. But more importantly, we've got to reach out to our friends, our family, everybody, and have a discussion about where this country has gone, what has unfolded in this nation. But I've got a couple articles I'll get to later after calls. Imagine the magnitude. I keep using that word because that's what we're dealing with here. Imagine the magnitude, the proportions of it publicly admitted that the terror manuals, the rest of it, the surface is Al-Qaeda, oh, we got to fight them, and then meanwhile our own government is putting Al-Qaeda in power all over the world. And then you get into the real files, and it's demonizing every political movement in America. The only way the globalists like you is if you're on 6 or 7 prescription drugs, watching 5-6 hours of TV a day, and believing whatever the media tells you, and flying Chinese-made American flags made by slaves outside your house. And then you're going to have your pension fund stolen and abused, but they know, because it's the government, you'll just kind of get in a fetal position and roll over, and the government will blow something up, say Al-Qaeda did it. Oh, you took my pension fund, but Al-Qaeda just hit. Go ahead and take more. And it's like, yeah, that's right. Al-Qaeda just hit. Got him on the airplane. Oh, publicly, we got caught getting him on the airplane, but you're not going to worry about that, are you? Because you're incredibly weak-minded. And the public's like, yes, I'm not going to worry about that because I'm incredibly weak-minded. Now, move along. Okay, let's move along here. Never mind all those public studies about the radiation frying you, the laptops, the cell phones. Never mind the GMO. Never mind the documents that the government designed all that on purpose with the big think tanks to do this to you. Never mind this scientific dictatorship and the artificial reality we're being inserted into incrementally. Never mind the artificial habitat. You're like, oh, yes, never mind that. What would I do anyways? And the system says, that's right. What would you do anyways? Now, you sit there while we suck you dry. Do you understand? Yes, I'm going to sit here while you suck me dry. Thank you for destroying me and my family. Good. You're a good American. You're good. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv. Hi, this is Alex Jones. This holiday season, more than half of our nation is in need of help due to the shattered economy. So now is the time to express the holiday spirit more than ever. Consider helping those you love with the most important gift, a supply of delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. Their holiday gift and family packs start at $99 for a 16-day supply, while their 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals includes a personal backpack in case of a grab-and-go emergency. Order their combo gift pack, and you'll save hundreds, plus get free shipping on your entire order. Call eFoods today at 800-409-5633 or visit them online at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex to find the special. That's 800-409-5633 or eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. You can bet your life on eFoods Direct.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The time of the great choice is upon us, the time of choosing. No one can deny that there is a giant global private corporate government that is now upon us. No one can deny that. No one can deny that liberties are being systematically destroyed. No one can deny that the family is under attack and that we are electronically, chemically, biologically under assault. And we have the globalist documents of how and why they're doing it. And then you look at all this other news. What does it matter? I'm going to go to your calls, but a lot of people obviously probably want to hear what I have to say about Herman Cain. I have seen, because, you know, who cares about radiation levels going up, or who cares about them getting ready to loot more pension funds or take private bank accounts? Now, who cares about global depression? People want to know about Herman Cain. I've done special reports on it. I've shown the lies of Herman Cain. He is one of the best liars I've ever seen. Most people, even when Bill Clinton lies, I could tell he was lying when he said, "I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky." How dare you? How dare you? I knew right then it was a lie. Herman Cain, when he told Ron Paul, and I can really quote him good if I imitate him, but the point is, he's like, "Listen, Ron Paul, you believe too much on the internet. I never said that. You need to stop believing all that stuff on the internet." And he said it very convincingly. And Ron Paul looked at him, cocked an eyebrow, looked back to his notes, and said, "We'll look into that, Herman. We'll look into that." He said it in his book. He said it in multiple radio shows. I have played it here. But he looked right at Ron Paul and said, "That is wrong. I'm tired of you misrepresenting me and other people. I never said people are stupid that want to audit the Fed. I never said that, and you need to stop believing everything you see on the internet." And a bunch of people laugh because he's a good liar. And I knew I'd heard him say that. I knew I'd read the quotes. He says it all the time. I've seen groups interview him like, "We are change," he says it. So I went and looked it up, and sure enough, he was a liar, and he knows he's a liar. And so the minute I heard about this with all the women, of course it's political. Of course it's Obama people. Of course they're trying to get him. It doesn't matter. He's still bald-faced lying. You think that big, high-powered, multi-million-dollar a year, running all those corporations, running around, I mean, come on, folks. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And now she's got all these hundreds of phone calls and over 14 years. Give me a break. Right there in the town. And sure, of course, it's probably political with her as well. But he is a liar. And once I catch you lying to me over and over again, I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. If something can be an honest mistake, I'll give you one chance. Used to, I give people 2, 3, 4 chances. Now, you get one chance in my life, and I catch you lying to me again, I am never going to talk to you again. It's a real luxury to be able to just never talk to bad people again. It's a real luxury. The problem is we can't get these government liars out of our lives. They know we're waking up to them. People are always like, call Washington, let them know. And I'm not saying it's bad. Keep letting them, know that you're aware of them. They have a 9% approval rating. They say they're allowed to insider trade and give contracts to themselves and their wives. Total criminal activity, total embezzlement, total fraud, insider trading, bid rigging. And they just say, well, we're allowed to. Of course, a group of crooks, most of them involved in absolute corruption, financial's the main thing. Of course, they're trying to get military on the streets. Of course they're trying to federalize. They're a bunch of criminals. They want to secure their ill-gotten gains and expand it. That's what tyranny is. Why do criminals want to get control of government? Because you can take over everything. And they're experts at it. And the big think tanks and the robber barons are expert at it. And the Congress people are just their little prostitutes who are in there selling out everything for chicken feed. Remember Barney Frank? He got caught running an underage brothel, 14-year-old boys. He came out a few years ago and he said, it's an Invisible Empire, the film we produced last year, the news clips. And he said, listen, the police will stop investigating this, or I will tell the names in Congress. And you know what? The police dropped it instantly. Instantly. Just like they knew 10 years ago at ESPN about the tapes of the wife saying, yeah, I watched him rape little kids. And they said, well, we're not going to even give it to the cops. It's all in the sick family of pedophiles and sickos and trash and control freaks and back scratchers and all these people. That's let me tell you, when I first started getting involved politically 17 years ago, people would come and tell me this stuff. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Pedophile rings run it all. Sure they do. Mm-hmm. Have you taken your medication? Oh, there's a place called Skull and Bones where they do satanic rituals in Bohemian Grove. Sure. Sure. Now, can I get my coffee and get out of this place? Thank you. Take your medication. And then I finally actually looked. And only admitting the horror is going to stop them. They're going to keep on going. Just like people in Germany couldn't believe what Hitler was doing. All right, I'm going to go to your phone calls. Then coming up, Reuters admits Wi-Fi's frying and killing all your sperm. All part of the plan. And nobody's going to stop. It's fun dying. We'll get more into mainline political groups listed as terrorist and, of course, under the military to be arrested and killed. And they have, take you out, shoot you in the back of the head. They got special units for that. Of course, once that starts, people won't have a choice anymore. But the bankers are going to sit offshore. They don't care if the military and police get chewed up in a fight with Americans. They hate you as much as they hate the American people. Continuing here, just kind of the prelude to the real kickoff of everything. Just so you can make your choice, we're here, just in case you might not want to be a slave. But I know a lot of you new listeners, listen to this crazy guy. Okay, great. If you don't listen now, you'll assuredly remember later. I saw articles about people collapsing and dying and being run over and being hurt and people for hours going by the dead body at the big mega mart and not caring because they had someplace to go. So what if the guy's, dying of a heart attack, probably would have lived, and they just let him sit there for an hour after he was dead? Because they had some purchases to make. Oh, what's going to happen when you're dying? What's going to happen when you're in trouble? Well, your neighbors are going to act just the same. You've been taught how to be shallow, childlike, arrested development blobs. But there's a lot of us who aren't like that. And so just because you want to be slaves doesn't mean I get to be one. Just because you want to go along with this. And I'll never forget the Madeline lady choking. I've told the story 20 times. And they wouldn't help her while she was choking. I'd been in the bathroom. She'd been choking a while. She was now falling on the table, purple. And I had to shove the ninnies out of the way. They were like, no, we called 911. No, you're not making noises like that. Just, government raped me. I mean, this is the attitude of these people. There's armies of them. They're dangerous. And then after I'd gotten the thing out of the woman's throat, my wife's like, well, they're saying you're a hero. Let's stay. And I'm like, no, get out of here. Because they were already starting to calculate with little demons. Going, maybe he might have hurt a rib or something. I mean, I understand them. So I had to help her and then get out. Because helping them is what they don't want. Spirit.